What is up, guys? Northside here. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for the support in the previous video. Glad I can help. So today we're going to be talking about old gear versus new gear, as the title says. These are granted my picks, so and for a barbarian, obviously. So I'm not going to be showing the items I don't actually have, so I don't like that. So I'm going to show you what I actually acquired, and also shout out to Tori developer. She actually provided me with some of the gear I will show you today, so I can show you guys. And we're gonna jump straight to it. Also, we will be talking a little bit about the caps for this new map for Avernus. So regarding the caps, caps are currently 85,000 for armor penetration, 85,000 for defense, critical strike, accuracy, and 135,000 for combat advantage. Now awareness is 95,000 and critical avoidance is 90,000. So you're gonna have to decide how much you're gonna put actually into defensive stats. So as you can see, I managed to get 220,000 power out of combat, which will be 250,000 in combat with the gear you see here. And if you look at my tune currently, also just to digress, I did adjust it a little bit, the companions, not a lot. This is with Compy instincts, of course. With the Alpha Compy, I would highly advise using Owlbear Cub, but for this showcase, this is how it is. I only put Gone Insight for a little bit more armor pen. Might Insight can be replaced also for over penetration. We will talk about that soon. In a build video, I will have pre-build and build video. Now, if you look at my character, you can see I only have 2 new items on me. The rest is ebonized and vivified primal bracers. Now, this is Lion Guard's War Salad. We're going to talk about a couple of items I actually own, but I think it could be good. Now, we generally didn't have a good headpiece, aside the one for the Undermountain, which gave 5% more damage. That's useless in the new map, and it's only useful in the Undermountain. So generally speaking, I replace it with Lion Guard's Ward Salad. When your stamina is over 75%, your power is increased by 5,000. Now this is the stamina has to be maintained, so you won't have the bonus all the time. However, also Lionheart set has the same stamina dependent set. Okay, so keep that in mind. And same goes for the shirt, which is ebony stained shirt. When your stamina is over 75%, your damage is increased by 3%. So these 1, 2, 3 items are stamina related. If you don't want to be bothered with the stamina, there is an option to get this fancy duelist mask. Now this is when you're in combat with one enemy, your power is increased by 5,000. So keep that in mind. Basically, it's good for the boss fight, I guess. The moment you have some ads or whatever, or more enemies, is not going to be active. So there is that. So this is my pick. Alternatively, I got Bone Harvester Hood. When you kill an enemy, you gain 2% of the maximum hit points as a shield. 5 stacks, 10%. In my case, that's 35,600 hit points total. Also, that comes from the Juma surprise bag. And I have this Infernal offering Helm. For the first minute you're in combat, you will gain 400 power every 5 seconds, and you can lose up to 4,200 power. I don't like that, but it is how it is. Veil of Blinking Beast is the one that teleports you around. I would not really recommend this. It's going to teleport you all over the map. And any mob that is in vicinity, and also you need to kill an enemy, so you have a 20% chance after that. Just avoid that. Helmet, so I picked this one for now. Now regarding the armor, this combination works best for me because I can actually show you that right now. We're gonna try to stack enough stacks. As you can see here, 10 stacks of Butcher Might plus 5 stacks from the Vivified should give you almost 250,000 power. None of these new items can beat that. Okay, granted, you won't always have 5 stacks. In combat is much different, so keep that in mind. But for now, these 2 items are probably the best to use. Sorry. Now alternatives, they offered actually an alternative here. It's called Poison's Letters of Rage. They come from the Galahad boss. It has reckless brutality. Whenever you deal damage to an enemy, gain a stack. You're going to increase power by 1000, but it's going to increase your damage taken 2% 5 times, 10% damage extra for 5000 power. Not really worth it, but it's really easily obtainable. So you can see them stacking up here. Butcher Smite 5 times. I don't see the reason why would we use this versus the Ebonized chest. So that's one option. The other ones, we have Dark Ritual Robe. It has a Soul Siphon. Your powers have 10% chance to siphon life essence from your target. It's going to create a healing orb, and you can pick it up, restore 5% of the hit points over 5 seconds. It has a 20-second cooldown. Safety Harness also comes from the Hunts. I'm going to call them Hunts. Receiving damage from an enemy increases your defense, reduces accuracy, 5 stacks. I don't like it. And that's it. Ebonize is best in slot, probably, in my humble opinion, for this mod. So, and it's gonna probably remain that until they figure out something else, because 10% is not so hard to gain, and 1% power in my case is a lot. So yeah. Now Vivified Ancient Ones from the Child. Basically what they offered for the bracers, we got this Shield of Defender ones. It has Defender Guard, and this one is a little confusing, okay? Gain 1% damage when struck, stacks 5 times. When you strike an enemy, the stacks are consumed, and you're gonna gain 1% damage resistance per stack, consumed for 10 seconds. Now, I can only assume you're gonna get, if I get hit 5 times, 5% more damage. First hit is gonna hit for that 5%, and it's gonna consume it. We're gonna get 5% damage resistance if we have 5 per stack. So it's, I don't know. I don't really like it. The only bracers I'm actually missing are these one spiked ones. You gain 1% damage resistance when you strike an enemy, stacks 5 times. When you are struck, the stacks are consumed, you gain 1% damage per stack. So these are not bad. However, I don't know how maintainable it is. I would still advise staying with primal ones for the Barbarian. Frenzy Myths come also from the Hunts. 300 power for each enemy you're engaged, maximum 15 targets, so in theory you can get 4500 power. Also, I don't know if you're gonna pull 15 targets, you're just gonna die in this new map, trust me. So yeah, what else? We have Braille Planar Bindings now, also from the Hunts. Call of the Nine Hells equip bonus. At the start of the combat you will call for the denizens of the Nine Hell. Basically they're gonna increase your power by 5000. I can show you that. That should be this little guy here, the imp, and it's gonna stay that this 5000 damage, 5000 power we're gonna have for 15 seconds, but it's gonna go on cooldown for 60 seconds, meaning 45 seconds until you can use it again. 15 seconds is not that bad for some trash clearing. However, for a boss fight, I would probably advise to use Vivified, and in general Vivified, because I can just squeeze so much more power out of it. There is also nothing wrong in using Templar of the Twilight, which will give you on counter powers 3% more damage, or Sentinel ones for at-will powers. But I'm using rings that actually already giving me that damage, so I just don't use them. But yeah, Vivified is probably best for this mod, and it's gonna probably stay like that. So we will see. Now these are the infamous rusted Ira Leggings. This is Gluttonous Might. Okay, you're gonna get 5% more damage, but it's gonna give you minus 50% incoming healing. I don't know if they're gonna change this, but I can tell you with all my tacticals on me, except this one in the boots, it put me into negative. So let me show you. I have minus 26% incoming healing with all the stuff I have. I would have to probably exchange companions and whatnot, but they're probably gonna change this. This is just a lot, but for soloing this is actually okay, because I'm using Stones of Health. Stones of Health are not affected by it, and it's gonna I'm not gonna lose anything from the potions, So this comes from the Abomination boss, also from the Hunts. I do have Armando Dueling Boots coming from the Galahan boss. This is Elegant Reply. When you deflect an attack, you have 30% chance to reflect 5% of the damage back. This may be good for the tanks. Mighty Storm Slippers, also Not that bad. Charge might. When action points are full, your power is increased by 5,000. So if I put this, it's gonna jack me up to 225. I mean, I personally don't think the daily should be used straight up, but it's gonna put you on a long cooldown. So it's either these boots, and I can show you the for Infernal set. Now this one is Gladiator's Might. For every 5 seconds you're in combat, you gain 200 power. Not a lot. Technically, if you're in combat for a minute, you can get 2400 power, and it works. You know, I can show you that also. So let's just attack and put it on a. So here it is. Let me just do it again. Here we go. So this is it. Gladiator's Might, power increased. Now it's gone for some reason. Let me see again. Alright, the moment you're out of the combat, it's gonna disappear, okay? But this is these boots comes from they come from seals, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm gonna show you this here. If it were, oh, it's not, it doesn't work. Never mind. They're gonna probably fix that. Doesn't matter. I can go to collections really quick. Here we are. So here it is. The rest of the pieces I don't really like. This Infernal Forge Salad is decent. Whenever you deal combat advantage, you have a 10% chance to gain 5000 power for 10 seconds, 30 seconds cooldown, tralala, blah blah blah. I don't like all those chance and then this and that. So you know, I would still advise the Lion Guard with the stamina. And the rest of the gear, armor pieces are absolutely crap. 1000 defense for each player, 5000 defense, that's not so easy to obtain already. When you deflect an attack, 1000 power for 10 seconds, 5 stacks, absolutely I don't like. So yeah, these are the boots. So as I said, Mighty Storm Slippers with the full action points, or maybe these rusted Ira Leggings, but only for soloing, because 5% is fine, but that's ridiculous to have minus 50% incoming healing in a dungeon. You're just gonna be wrecked. So these are the items I would advise. Nothing really from the new mod, nothing that I would advise using. You can try it out, but if you want to take 10% more damage on the armor and have less power, it's really up to you guys, okay? Now I do have the new artifact in the set. We're gonna just quickly glimpse through it. This is Book of Wild Darkness. When you use it, this is how you're gonna look like, and when you use it, you're gonna reduce the cooldowns for 2 seconds, slow the enemies, gonna put that effect on them, and your at-will powers will gain a random effect for 6 seconds. Disorder, increase damage resistance 2.5 for 6 seconds, stacking 6 times. Anguish, decrease the damage your targets deal by 2.5, stacking everything stacks 6 times, and decrease the damage resistance of your target 2.5. So it's not giving offensive stat in a sense that it's going to increase the damage we deal directly, like a self buff, but it's I guess decent. The stats are okay: 3000 power, armor pen, deflection, and it's a part of the set I talked about in the previous video. Call of Evil, you do 5% more damage to demons, devils, and fiends. Absolutely okay for this map and the new dungeon. Okay, so as you can see, I only changed two pieces of gear. Now I'm gonna talk about this new Infernal Forge Ward shirt and the pants, trousers, if you wish. We have Butcher Zeal. When you damage or heal your target for more than 50% of the hit points in a single blow, you gain 1% action points. So it's the same as Butcher's Might. You need to damage the target. You're gonna get 1% action point. I would probably advise staying with the Ebony shirt, where the damage is increased. It's really up to you guys. Regarding the pants, whenever you are damaged for more than 50% of the maximum hit points in a single blow, movement speed increases by 5%, which is, I guess, okay. But if you look at the mod 16 and 17 gear, you're gonna have critical charge. When you crit with your powers, you have a 10% chance to gain a 25% action points. So I took only this for the showcase. I'm gonna figure out what's the best for. I'm pretty sure the Ebony shirt is still top notch, but we'll see about it. I'm not using a lot of stats, if I even change to it, some power, some crit, some accuracy, nothing really, and 6k hit points. But I do have a decent amount of hit points, and if you're using um, Tales of Old set, you're gonna even when I use Tales of Old, I have 400k hit points. So that should be it. I think I covered everything for now. Now, new set. I talked about this already regarding if we compare it to Baphomet, like the Demogorgon set. Yeah, it's a significant hit points, but when you switch basically to this set, you're gonna have almost all stat caps. You're gonna maybe have to play a little bit with your insignias or companions or some gear, but as you can see, I only didn't really mess around with my insignias, or I only changed guns inside to have a little bit more armor pen, and put this Viven coated knives for the accuracy, so I can reach the caps you see here. Once again, 2 pieces of old gear, 2 pieces of new gear, and I'm gonna show you how much actually you can squeeze out of it. Alright, so it should be something like this, over 245k power, but this is with maximum stacks, so keep that in mind. Rings are the same, there are no new rings. I switched to striking ring for critical strike, so I can be over 85,000 for crit, and bypass gold rings. So these are all items from mod 17. Yeah, so yeah, that should be it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, shoot it in the comment section. But I'm not gonna go through all the gear and read you every description, you know. It's just, I can tell you that most of the gear sucks ass, you know. And as you can see, only 2 items are changed for me. I do have the new set, doesn't matter. Shirts and pants are just for the showcase, so that's it. That's all for now. I think I showed you everything. Pretty sure I did. And I will see you guys soon. I almost finished the collection from the antiquities, and I will make a map with the updated just one boss that is actually was there. It's just moved a little bit. So that's it for now. I will see you soon. You have a nice weekend, and the next video will be about barbarian buff, actually. Buff. We'll see. We'll talk about it. Okay. So that's it for now, and bye bye.